carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Prescott down. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Play action now. Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Ravens march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
You look at this Baltimore defense.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? Or what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Eluding the pressure right.
That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But we know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Boye Mafe got to the line like a knife through butter. He buries him for a loss. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
To throw, it's Williams. That is caught.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know They want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Right side, and he finds Gray.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
That's a great response here in this first quarter. And what I like about it is how they put this drive together. The other guy scored quickly to start the game, but this was smart football to not feel like you have to go out and score quickly yourself. So they worked the ball down the field, took their time, and finished with the touchdown run.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
In motion, the tight end. Prescott to throw it. His throw incomplete.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Prescott from the gun.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
The Ravens looking for a 5th win of the season in this one. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Prescott. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Ashton Doolin.
30 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. They also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Open man, there's Darnell Washington.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Off the play fake, it's Williams. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's Prescott. And Walker has it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Well, they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's caught inside the 25. And away in for a Cincinnati score. Brian Thomas, 58 yards.
And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Walker complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Going deep for Walker. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Ravens have moved out in front.
Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Williams.